Te cassé. So, Sean, where did this you produced this film? Did you create this character of Brice Denise? Became a big sensation. Where did this come from? This Brice Denise?
En fait, c'est un mélange des surfeurs que j'ai vus sur la côte atlantique en France.
It's a mix of some surfers you saw on the Atlantic coast in France.
Un con que j'avais rencontré à l'école.
A jerk you met in school.
Et un fantasme.
And a fantasy.
J'avais le fantasme, c'est tout ce que j'aurais voulu être et ne pas être.
It's everything he wanted to be and not to be.
Parce que c'est un personnage qui il est un peu comme un enfant, il dit tout ce qu'il veut.
He's like a child, he says whatever he wants.
Il est en circuit fermé sur lui-même.
He's just always, in his own belly button.
Et il attend, et c'est un rêveur.
He's a dreamer.
Et il attend sa vague à Nice.
And he's waiting for his wave in Nice.
Mais à Nice, il n'y a pas de vague.
But in Nice, there are no waves.
And it was a huge sensation. And, there were records. And, you became.
Oui, ça a été un gros succès en France.
It was a huge hit in France.
Et ça a été ma liberté en fait dans le cinéma.
And it opened doors and gave him his freedom in the movies.
Because you started in TV, right? You started in TV, and it's that rare transition when somebody's able to transfer from TV to film, and you were able to successfully do it.
Surtout que c'est rare en France.
It's rare in France, above all.
Parce qu'a priori, quand on est acteur de télé, on reste à la télé.
Because in France, when you're a TV actor, you stay a TV actor.
Moi, j'ai eu cette chance-là.
And he was lucky enough to transition.
And you not only transitioned from TV to film, but comedy to drama, and then to an Oscar nomination. You've quite made a...
Thank you, life. Thank you, love. C'est pas un petit as. Non, c'est incroyable. Oui, c'est incroyable. C'en est presque gênant.
It's unbelievable. It's almost embarrassing.
Mais une fois de plus, c'est aussi grâce au travail de Michel.
But it's also thanks to Michel's work.
Qui nous rend tous très heureux.
It makes them very happy.
Et ce qui est formidable, c'est que nous sommes tous nominés.
And they're all nominated.
Que ce soit Guillaume Schiffman, Ludovic Bourse.
Guillaume Schiffman.
Donc on y va ensemble.
Ludovic Bourse, they're all going together.
And you all deserve it. In Nightsdale, what was this was a big Hollywood film, and that was almost 10 years ago. What was the difference of that young gal and how you are today?
First of all, we'll have to say there's someone in the room, Liz Speed, who is totally involved in that. I mean, she's there, she's hiding, and she's like, oh no. But she was the producer of a pilot I've done in LA, for American people 10 years ago. And then I was in LA 10 years ago, and I called her, and she said, well, I'll take you to some meetings. And I was like, no, Lisa, I don't want to go, I don't really care. I'm French, I have this French accent. She was like, no, you have to come. And she took me everywhere, and she really believed in me, and she introduced me to this agency. It was UTA at that time, and then I had this script from Brian Elderland, and I remember rehearsing in her garden, like the scene that you just saw. And I was so young. I was 20. I was younger, and it was 10 years ago. I was younger. I was 12, and it's just when I see those images, it's just it is so, it was not meant to happen. It just happened. I was there for the holidays, and I met Brian, and I actually auditioned for the lead role, and Brian. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Well, I'll say it.
Say it.
And Brian wanted me to play actually the lead role, and so it was, it was something that just happened to me, and I had to do this audition with Heath, and I did this audition. It went really well, and then Brian called me and he said, Heath is from Australia, Margaret is from Britain, Paul Bitton is from Britain, and the studio said, no, we can't hire French for the lead actress. And I was like, oh, okay, it's not a big deal. I was in the kitchen with Lise, and Brad said, would you mind doing the maid? And I was like, hey, what's the maid? What does that mean? And he said, the maid is, you know, like the servant. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll do the maid, you know. And I did it, and I had a lot of fun. It was 12 weeks of shooting for this very small part. I have 2 lines. But I worked with Heath, and I ended up living with him in his house because my boyfriend at that time was one of his friends. So I had a really close relationship with Heath, and I don't know, this experience was, you know, something that I didn't think it was going to go ever further than that. You know, I did the movie, and then I said, okay, that was great experience, and I went back to France, and I didn't really bother working on my American, and I didn't really call my agent back, and I didn't read the script. I was too young, and I knew that to make it here, you have to be, as you know, Juliette Binoche or Marion Cotillard, you have to make it in your own country to be able to come here and try to make it. So I just forget about it. But I you know, seeing those images, it just, you know, it was great.
And now, you know, and I apologize, I call your character and the artist, and I'm killing myself for doing this. I call you Poppy several times.
Yeah, but it's cute. Everybody found it cute, I'm sure. Like, oh, it's cute, you call
I'm
it
going to
Poppy.
obsess this for years, that I call you Poppy on stage several times. But, Pepe, do you have now ambitions to, you know, work in Hollywood and have a career? And just like Pepe is, she's so driven and so optimistic.
Well, like Pepe, you know, I'm really enjoying my life and my career, and if something comes along, if I'm good, you know, I'm doing an audition and the director thinks I'm right, and my new agent was here also from CAA, and that I met in May at Cannes. I mean, if you know, I'm totally open, of course. I mean, I feel very lucky. But I, you know, I still speak American with this French accent.
And it's delicious.
Yeah, but then I cannot play a native American, you know, Indian. Honestly, it'd be very bizarre. I mean, I could work on my accent, but so yeah, of course, I would love to, you know, even I mean, I would love to do a movie in Argentina. You know, it's just, you know, this movie opened a lot of doors, and I'm not going to close them. No, it's not like 10 years ago when I was 12. You know, now I'm a grown-up woman, and I don't want to do it. Yeah.
Jean, the dance sequence between the two of you, which is one of the most astonishing moments in cinema in the past few years, it closes the film and the artist. How difficult was that? How long did you work, the two of you together, in that dance sequence?
2 or 3 days. I mean, it was really quick. We were very fast.
2 or 3 days?
Yeah, very, very fast.
You rehearsed the dance sequence 2
days?
Yes, 2 days.
It just, you know, we were like, it just happened and we were very good.
Okay.
No, 6 months.
You had me there for just a little second. I'm very gullible.
Non, on a pris pendant... Non. On a pris 5... on a pris pendant 5 mois, oui. 5 months with Fabien Ruiz, notre coach.
And what was wonderful is that, you know, when you see it, it's shot the way that all movies were shot. It's one shot, one uninterrupted take.
Yeah, and that was...
So you guys are seeing, it's your feet and your dance.
Oui, c'était la promesse, c'est ce qu'on voulait aussi, c'est ce que voulait Michel et nous aussi, a priori.
That's what Michel and Bernice and Jean wanted.
Le one shot.
One shot.
Donc on était de toute façon obligés de savoir faire des claquettes.
So they had to learn how to tap dance.
And did you understand that this was, I mean, to me, when I watch it, it's like lovemaking between the two of you. It's just a declaration of love.
I actually never thought about it till I heard Michel saying that in the doing the promotion, and I was like, yeah, of course. I mean, this is so obvious, but you know, I'm just an actress. I didn't write a script. And but this scene is such a gift for the audience. You know, it's such a huge pleasure to see two actors dancing. We don't see that much today. Not like this. You see, you know, the head and then the feet, and it's not the actors. So we really work very hard.
Tu racontes qu'on avait pris une petite...
Oh no, I didn't say that. You want me to say that?
Vas-y, ouais.
Okay. We do this 5-hour shot that you sell in your
Energy drink?
right hand. You know, energy drinks?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. That was intense. We went really crazy, like really mad, like, what? Fun! Yeah, let's do it! Yeah! It was not good? What do you mean it was not good? It was good! Tell me it was good! It was just really...
And how many takes did you do?
Just one.
Just one? I'll
2 days, 1 take.
I'll buy it.
No, 17.
Yeah.
And one of my, I've been dying to ask you this, you know, I was told once that you should never work with actors and you should never work with dogs. And
The actors are dogs, so who do you work with what?
you shouldn't work with dogs, you shouldn't work with actors, but you work with Uggy throughout this whole movie. What was that?
C'était très simple. It was very easy. Because it's not a dog, it's a star. And no, I had a lot of sausages in my pocket. And socks, yes, here, and the pate on my neck. It's a dog.
Well, I hope this wasn't painful to sit through this memory lane and talk. To me, it was absolutely a delight to sit with this and talk.
Super, merci beaucoup.
It was awesome.
You made it very
Before we go into the award ceremony presentation, because you actually are not going home empty-handed, let's take a look at Jean and Berenice rehearsing the dance sequence, the final sequence of the artist, and we're going to see the final dance sequence. So enjoy. Thank you. Somebody's supposed to do that.
Good evening. Hi, my name is Malcolm McDowell. I thought you were going to introduce me, but obviously not. Jean, I love you in yellow. Beautiful. Yeah, lovely. I found myself last year on a film set on the back lot of Paramount for, I think, 3 hours. It is the shortest part I've ever played in a movie, and I'll tell you this, it's one of the proudest moments of my life. This movie is an absolute masterpiece, and these wonderful French who came to Hollywood, amazingly, if they tried to finance the movie here, they would have been laughed back across the ocean. But of course they came, it was financed in France, 10 million euros or whatever it was. And we are so lucky that the backers backed these wonderful actors, and Michel, who is, of course, a brilliant director and writer. And I just think just looking at the film and realizing the beautiful artistry in the script is quite extraordinary in the way he uses the dog and all these these wonderful images. Also, I'd like to say, I think it's so unusual to see a black and white film that is so brilliantly photographed. It was extraordinary, the photographer, and also I must say that the wonderful design of the film, the actual design was quite brilliant, and what a love poem to Los Angeles that we know of yesteryear. Anyway, I would like to introduce the director, and you will all be knowing his name and be able to pronounce it. Michel Hazanavicius, please come.
Thank you. I'm going to speak English. I'm sorry. It's stupid. I should speak to them in French, but I'm going to speak English. I'm very, very, very happy and very proud to give you an award today, because really both of them changed my life, for real. I have kids with one of them. The one in black and white. And red hair, I have to say, okay. And so, yeah, we met three of us. We met like, I don't know how many years ago, but, and I met a friend, and I met a wife. And also I met actors. And so my personal life changed, of course, and my professional life changed as well, because we made a movie, and I met two beautiful, beautiful actors, and I met actors with so much talent and kindness and energy and charm. And so I just wanted to make other movies, because it's so easy when someone brings charm and energy in your movie. And so for the artist, a lot of people ask me, why do they never kiss? I think it's obvious. I mean, who could ask to a friend with that charm to kiss his wife with that charm? That would be really stupid. So actually, cut. So he's just after me. He looks like me, but it's just after me. And so the Vanguard Award is supposed to recognize actors who take a risk. So I took the risk, really. No, I mean to put you together with your charm and smile and everything. If someone give me the award, I will be really, really glad to bring it to them. Jean, it's really... He said, don't sit on it, is right.
waiting for you to say a few words, but if you don't...
Words more? Do you want me to listen more?
Only
Thank
if
you
want.
so much. I won't sit on top of that. I mean, that's what Malcolm said, so, he's right. No, but thank you so much, and it's really weird to spend a night like that with me and you. But I hope you enjoyed it.
Alors, Julie Santana, merci beaucoup. À bientôt.